Okay, welcome back to another episode of Queers with Accents. I still can't remember the name of the show.
You named it.
Yes, but it's like there's a glitch in my head. I guess.
Okay.
Anyways, so this is the second of the 3 episode series with Kasumi or Rero-san. She's a sociologist of gender and culture. She's been researching maid cafes, the culture of maid cafe and Disney and many other things. Yes, and we talked about being polyamorous and being queer-romantic in our previous episode. So if you haven't checked it out, please go back and check it. I mean, you don't have to go back right now. You can listen later. Yeah, maybe later. This episode, we have another topic, which is on being queer and neurodivergent in Japan. That's a huge topic.
That is.
Yeah. Maybe we can start by introducing ourselves and how we are neurodivergent.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll start. I'm queer. I'm bisexual. I used to identify as non-binary, but I started kind of incorporating like 取り入れる incorporating masculinity in my presentation a little bit more than before. So I no longer identify as non-binary, but I don't consider myself cisgender male. Yeah. So I've been watching lots of YouTube videos on it. Like those videos are for trans men, and they are like tutorial videos on how to speak like a man, how to walk like a man. I watched many videos.
Did you?
Yes. So that's not what a cisgender person, cisgender man does, right? So it's kind of complicated, but that's a little bit, that's a little bit of what constitutes my queerness. And neurodivergent. Yes, I'm an undiagnosed ADHDer. Undiagnosed. There's no diagnosis.
It's hard to pronounce.
Diagnosis is the doctor's official statement.
you mean 診断?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Undiagnosed means 未診断. I am an undiagnosed ADHD. I have, my score in the attention issues was pretty high, but the other areas I was okay. So I didn't, there are many different types of tests that you can go to, and I stopped because I wasn't really I wasn't having much difficulty in my life, so I stopped. But I think like I've lost a car, so that's a huge, symptom.
Your car.
Yes, and I couldn't find it for 1 week. So
1 week. Oh my goodness!
I
love the episode.
Yeah.
All the time. That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I said I couldn't find it for 1 week, but actually it was not like that. I actually didn't think of my car for 1 week. And 1 week later, I was like, wait, where's my car? I didn't even remember that I knew I had a car, but I didn't think of it. So, yeah, anyways.
Okay.
Please go ahead, Kinoko.
Okay, I'm queer. I identify myself quite romantic and pansexual maybe, and gender queer, and polyamorous also. And I have
Diagnosis.
I diagnosed.
I was diagnosed.
I was diagnosed as I am diagnosed of having ASD. ASD. Yeah.
What does it stand for?
ASD stands for Asperger syndrome.
Asperger's syndrome. Asperger's.
Autism spectrum disorder.
Autism spectrum.
Autism spectrum
Spectrum disorder.
I see.
I have the diagnose
Mhm.
of it,
Mhm.
and I have how does 障害者手帳?
You have the. I don't know if they have the same, system
Me
outside
neither.
Japan, but it's like a disability document.
Disability card, disability
Yeah.
disability ID card.
Like,
Yeah.
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 It's like a book, right?
It's
little
kind
leaflet, and you can take it to businesses and facilities, so you can get a discount, or you can get a good parking spot. Things like
Yes. For example, I can go to a museum for free.
that. For free. That's
Don't you know that? Yeah. I can go to museum for free, and one person with me can be free too, as 도하자.
I see.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah, when
together.
do you have time for a museum?
Of course. Yeah, let's go together.
Cool. I mean, yeah, I shouldn't say cool, but
I know.
yeah, I think it's inappropriate to say, hey, that's great.
I totally understand. Let's go together.
Yeah, awesome. I keep saying, yeah, sorry.
It's
But
okay.
yeah, well, that's the least they can do. That's the least the government could do
Yes.
for you. Yeah,
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, that's good for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
me.
Thank you. And Kasumi, what is your
Okay.
can you introduce yourself?
I'm quite romantic, and I identify myself as lesbian, but my partner is now genderqueer, so it's kind of difficult for me how to explain my
I know.
sexual identity or romantic identity, but I think I'm still identifying myself as lesbian, kind of.
That's interesting.
And
It happens.
Yeah.
and I'm undiagnosed ADHD gray area person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I took a WAIS test.
Mm-hmm.
And
WAIS, maybe?
WAIS test.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. WEISS.
WAIS.
A.
ISE.
WAIS.
I have no idea. Sorry.
Yeah. In Japanese pronunciation, it's pronounced
I think in
WAIS.
Japanese it's WAIS.
WAIS.
base.
I don't know if
Probably in English too. Sorry. I
I
think
don't
what
know.
WEISS. That should be WISE. So I'm sorry.
No. And there was the various IQs were there, and some of my IQs were really high, but some of them were really low. So I told from my doctor, like, maybe you're in a ADHD gray area. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, those tests are.
Have you ever been tested with base?
I was. Yeah. I
Oh.
did the. I took the.
It was
Very
such a long test.
I think there are many different types of.
Different types of
I
Yeah,
think
for
so. I
ADHD.
think so. Yeah.
the one-
Actually, I took 2 times.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Times.
Each test took over 3 hours.
I know.
Yeah.
Mine was
It
a
was
little
so
more
tiring.
simple. I think.
Oh.
I was. I was supposed to scan a QR code
Oh.
in the waiting room in the clinic, and then I'd just go. It took me like maybe 1 hour, but
Oh.
it was just I'd do it on my own.
I see.
Okay.
So I could have lied. But the result was interesting because in that test you have like 4 different areas. One is attention, so you can they measure how much of a problem you have in attention control, and the other is like hyperactivity.
Okay.
Hyperactivity, and I forgot the third one, but the fourth is like your self-interpretation of life or something like that. That is like, so when that score is high, you are having lots of difficulties in your life.
Okay.
But when the score is low, you're fine, and probably your self-esteem is very high. My score was like this.
Okay.
Attention, the attention category, I was like in the top 3%. And then the second and third one, I was like just average. And the fourth one, I was like the bottom 4% or something.
Wow.
So I'm a very self-loving person with uncontrollable attention issues.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. So in the sense of social model of disability, I don't have a disorder. I don't have a problem.
I see. So you don't feel uncomfortable with it.
Yeah. I think I'm very unique. I think I'm very special. I think I'm very cool.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, it kind of changed when I started living with my current partner. He's very neurotypical.
Neurotypical.
Yeah.
定型発達 you mean?
Yes. He's
Okay.
very neurotypical.
Neurotypical.
He's always on time.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I was like, how's that possible? Yeah. Time is,
Yeah. Actually, time management is very easy for me as ASD. Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
but
you wake up at the
at
around the
6.
same time.
At the same at 6 every day.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not difficult for me, but but sometimes I'm too strict to keep rules. I can't forgive other mistakes by other people.
Yeah, by the way, I was 15 minutes late to this today, so yeah, I was a little worried, but she forgave me.
I practiced a lot to change my mindset.
Patience.
So, patience.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I see. So the topic is being queer and neurodivergent in Japan, at the same time, right? How does being queer and being neurodivergent kind of like converge?
Like for me, to be polyamorous and to be neurodivergent is kind of related. I feel like, because I can't understand the normal or what is normal, and that's that. So I'm affected by that, not understanding. You see what I mean?
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel pressure of the normal or majority society. Yeah. So that's why I can't be polyamorous, or I can't be queer, or at least I can keep living as a queer and polyamorous.
I see. Makes sense. I
Mm.
think so, yeah. What about you?
I think being queer and being neurodivergent is both like the disruption.
Oh, I see.
I think the queer literally means like disruption.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's
breaking rules.
breaking rules or between the so it's really similar to Kinoko-san. Like I feel like not being normal is normal for me.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes me think about the politicality of the word queer. Because being queer is, for many people, being queer is just, queer is just an umbrella term for many different identities that are not considered normal. But if you look at the history of the word queer, it's a very political word. And it's sort of a word of resistance, a word of, like you said, disruption and subversion.
Subversion, yeah.
Subversion, yeah. So, and I think me being neurodivergent kind of helped me accept myself being different. Like I was already different from other people, right? So like being queer or being bisexual didn't really make much of a difference anymore.
I really resonate with that kind of discourse.
Yeah.
Yeah, because many people said like you're so crazy or something to me when I was young. And so being a lesbian was just a part of my craziness.
Right. That's one of the things that I hear a lot from people who are coming from people who are from overseas, and they say, I asked them, what it's like to be in Japan as a queer person, and they said, well, I'm a foreigner anyway. So people think that they are already weird enough, and being queer on top of that doesn't make much of a difference. So maybe that's and also because of my neurodivergent tendencies and this kind of like fuck normal kind of mentality. It helped me kind of it pushed me to the direction of social activism. When I look at people who are saying, well, we shouldn't change the society that quickly, we need to go slow, and there are conservative LGBTQ activists, right? But I don't know how they stay motivated.
Yes.
To me, it's the fuck normal mentality. But for them, they're not. They're more conservative, but they're still doing activism.
Sure.
So it's very different. I think they have a very different mental mechanism. Yes.
I see.
Yeah. So yeah, but is there any particular like disadvantage of being queer and neurodivergent at the same time? Like, for example, when you are in the queer community and you are neurodivergent, is there anything, like, for example, is there any, like, do other people in the queer community treat you unfairly because of your neurodivergent tendencies?
Well, I've never I've never experienced that that kind of thing.
Okay.
Maybe or maybe I didn't realize it.
Yeah. If you have a stereotype, tell me verbally.
Right.
Yeah, you need to be straight with me. Be strict with me.
Sometimes it's hard for me to start dating
Oh, I
because I think there are some non-verbal communication area to start dating.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's really difficult for me to feel feel how someone feels to how can I say to me feel
They feel about you.
feel about me.
Yeah, like whether they have feelings for you or not.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
I
Yeah.
understand. And it's I think it's not an issue of being queer.
But
Yeah.
but being queer, I mean, if I'm not queer, maybe in school or in the workplace we can meet and maybe that relationship can be into the dating relationship naturally.
I see.
But in queer community, we often go to like the lesbian bar or lesbian clubs, and that kind of place requires non-verbal communication.
Especially clubs. You can't hear. I think this is part of how, some neurodivergent people have trouble understanding people in a loud environment.
That's my problem.
My problem too.
Yeah,
right?
that's why
Yeah.
I don't like
Clubbing.
clubbing. Yeah, I can't communicate in a club
Right.
at all.
Yeah, it's so difficult. Yeah. I guess, yeah, that reminds me, like, when I go to a gay bar, it's supposed to be, not supposed to be, I want gay bars and lesbian bars and any, places like that to be sort of like a welcoming space for, people who identify, or not identify, it doesn't matter, but people who want to come, right? But as a neurodivergent person, sometimes I get lost in a conversation. Like, should I continue talking or should I stop? Or, I can't read the air.
Me either.
Yeah, in English we say read the room. We read the room.
Read the room.
Yeah.
Read a room.
Read the room.
Read the room.
But in Japanese it's kuki right? Yeah.
Wow.
So it's very difficult to decide whether, and maybe I think about it too much. Maybe I overthink, but like, should I continue talking to this person or should I just shut up and
Okay.
drink?
Oh.
Or is this person, is the, sometimes the staff are talking to you, and is that staff actually, welcoming me? Because I can't take the hints, right? But if I leave that place, we don't have many alternatives as a queer person, right? Maybe if you go to Nichome, there are like I don't know, 50 or 80 bars you can choose from, but you don't. Not everybody lives in Tokyo, right? Sometimes you have only one queer bar in one in your area. If that place is not welcoming, or you don't feel that it's welcoming, then you're done. So yeah. Yeah. So I guess it's not just being queer and being neurodivergent, but I think it's more of an issue about being queer and something else.
Kind of multiple minority.
Right. Like there's a intersectional issue.
Intersectional issue.
Intersectional.
Intersectional.
交差点.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, it's intersectional. So it doesn't have to be neurodivergence. It can be something else too, I guess. Yeah. What do I have other than being queer? I was almost asexual for a long time.
I see.
Yeah. I didn't think I was asexual. Every time I had sex, I didn't enjoy it.
Oh no.
Until very, very recently.
See.
Maybe for the past 3 years, I've been able to enjoy sex.
Okay.
But I was very, there was a very difficult time, probably like for 5 years before that. I would have sex, and then I couldn't enjoy it, and I always hoped for the next one to be finally a good sex. So it was a cycle of having sex, getting disappointed,
Okay.
but hoping for the next one, next good one. Yeah, it just kept going on for 5 years. Yeah, so well, I'm bisexual, but being gay and asexual can be a huge challenge, I think.
It is.
Right?
Should be.
Yeah, because many relationships, well, I can't speak for lesbian people, but many gay men, sex is very, sometimes they make, even like friendships can, form after the fact.
After the fact.
Right? 事後フレンズが
Jigo friends.
Right? So if you can't have sex, if you don't want to have sex, and if you're gay, then it's very hard for them to. It's very hard to make friends.
Is it?
I think.
I see.
If you are like if you look like Yamazaki Kento, that's a completely different story.
Okay.
I mean, maybe not, because Yamazaki Kento is not particularly the gay. It's not particularly a popular type in the gay community.
I see.
Yeah, maybe I don't know who is the popular guy now. Like ちょっと前まで until recently, maybe. 誰だっけ？あれ？ The famous comedian.
Comedian?
煙？Yeah.
Kemuri?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the comedian.
I think that's pretty.
Champions M1 Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Hey.
He became famous recently. Maybe in the past, I don't know.
Ah. Is he famous gay? He's not gay.
He's okay. We don't know.
I don't know. We don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah, and the gay community.
he's so
Right now, the gay community. Yeah. Very shiny, sparkly. But
He's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the gay community on Twitter now, they are complaining about, because I think he's the one. I think he on TV he talked about how he found out that he was a popular type in the gay community, among the gay community.
Oh.
He told about it. He told
Really?
the other comedians in the TV program.
Oh.
And the gay community are disappointed. Oh, he found out. The charm is gone. He's not cute anymore. He should be. They said he should be unaware.
So he should be kind of pure.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I guess being a gay man who is not interested in sex, I think that's pretty difficult.
But there should be, asexual gay man.
Yeah. Yeah, but very hard to find.
It's very hard to find.
Yeah, like
I agree.
yeah, like I have someone. I know someone who is not like uninterested in sex, but he's interested in a particular type of sex. So he only finds people for sex on a particular platform.
Like Fat Live or something? Or like Fat Live or BDSM community or something?
Yeah. It's some kind of a fetish.
I
right?
see.
And other than that, he's not interested in like quote unquote normal sex. So he's not looking for sex, but he wants to make friends with gay people.
I see.
So he's on a gay dating app,
I see.
but every time someone messages him, it's an invitation to sex. So it's very difficult for him to find friends.
I see.
So in that app, he's basically an asexual gay man. On this app, he can be sexually active. But,
Okay.
So yeah. He told me that it was very difficult.
Should be.
I think in lesbian community, casual sex is really difficult.
I think so.
Okay. Maybe like it happens in clubs only. Really? Even not even in clubs.
Really happens. Sometimes like sometimes it happens, but it's really rare.
Okay.
I think there is like the partnership is the supreme.
Oh.
So
I see.
What is spring?
思考
Yeah. 至る高い.
Okay.
So it's
Absolute number
Okay.
one thing.
yeah.
So, is it monogamous relationship?
I think it's monogamous. So
Scary word. Not just the lesbian community. It's
Not just the
the
lesbian
heterosexual community.
Yeah, I
of
know,
course,
but
of course.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't really like lesbian community, especially in Japan.
What makes you say that?
I always say like single lesbian are still lesbians.
Very important.
Yeah, single lesbians are still lesbians, and that's
Yeah.
really important. But in Japanese lesbian community, to have a partner is really important thing, and it looks like the people who have partner are really how can I say?
Like first class citizen.
Yeah.
Hierarchy.
There's a hierarchy.
They are top.
You have the right to vote.
Right to vote. My gosh.
I see.
I see.
I feel
Yeah.
I'm not really
Yeah.
familiar with Japanese
Yeah.
lesbian community.
By the way, that slogan, being a single lesbian is still, a single lesbian is still a lesbian. In Japanese, it's 一人でも lesbian.
Yeah.
That's a very simple
Yeah.
slogan, and I love it. I think I first saw that slogan back in 2007 or something in the Pride Parade. 一人でも lesbian. And it was the other. Okay, so I had two favorite lesbian slogans. 一人でも lesbian, and this one is maybe not necessarily a lesbian, but the other was なんだっけな。結婚は貧乏の始まり。Marriage is a gateway to poverty.
Oh my goodness.
But it was the message was held by a lesbian person. I think it was Miyama Akira-san. Yeah. And I don't know if they go by a she or a they, but I don't remember. But yeah, they were holding that sign. Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, this is so. And so it has something to do
cool.
with being lesbian too, I think, because you know, women, the wage gap, there's a gender wage gap.
Yes.
Women earn less than men, and if a lesbian person, if a woman and a woman forms a family, that's less money, less income, household income, right? But if a gay man and a gay man, you know, that's more money. So I think the slogan, the slogan wouldn't have been. A gay man wouldn't have come up with that slogan. I think it was because of
Yes.
perhaps Miyama's identity. Yeah.
I see.
Anyways, nice discussion, I guess. Yeah,
Of course.
I think. Yeah, we have multiple issues. Sometimes we talk about multiple issues at the same time, and people say, "Hey, let's talk about one by one."
Sometimes.
Single
Sometimes
issue.
that happens.
Yeah, but we are already
Yes.
living in this
Yes.
intersectional
Yes.
political sphere, so yeah, we need to.
Yeah,
think
we
of-
can combine it.
Yeah, we should. I guess. Okay, so I guess that's it for the second topic.
Okay.
Yeah, and we will switch over to the other topic now. So
Okay.
bye for now.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.